Hello, 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 acknowledgers. I have the honor of having one of my favorite guests, acknowledgers, whatever the hell you want to call her. My little floozy niece, little heifer child, aka Dior, aka Knowledge and Pettiness, intern, virtual assistant, all of that.
Gang
That's how you gonna greet people? You ain't got more manners than that?
Oh, hello.
So I got her on here and we is gonna kick off this petty side because if you know anything about me, you know anything about this little girl, we's petty. And I can't think of a better way to kick off such an illustrious show than spinning with her. So, Dior, tell our audience, all the acknowledgers, who you is, what you do, and all of that.
Hi, my name is Dior. Basically, I do about everything from being petty and things, and
You get on my nerve.
yeah, it's a full-time job and everything. It's great.
How long you been working on my nerve?
Oh, it's definitely been a good over a good decade, right?
Since you was born, that's what you mean?
Yeah.
So, Dior is my oldest niece. As y'all know, I talk about my tree nieces, and now I have a nephew. Shout out to my little sister. I talk about all of my nieces, but I talk about this little heifer child the most, just because she about to be grown soon.
Don't say it like that.
I just changed your diapers like 2 weeks ago. It's just so beautiful. So we're gonna talk about the one thing that we both know very well. What is normal? So I've been struggling with this topic for a minute, just because I've always been a very eclectic person. I've always been different. And I think that's something I'm seeing and I've always saw in Dior, is that she's always been a person who just moves at the own beat of her drum, probably because she don't have rhythm. But I'm just saying, she just always, hell, I don't have very much rhythm too. But we've always just did our own thing. And I think that's how we ended up having such a groovy ass relationship. You know, I'm out here being best aunt ever, in case y'all missed it. I'm just saying. So, what's your thoughts? What is normal?
Me personally, I don't believe normal is a thing.
Really?
It just don't exist. We normalize everything. So, we say it's normal for Black households that you can't go, it's whether inside or outside, that type of thing. Because that's just what we normalize, because we all can gravitate to that one thing that always just happens. There's no sense of normality for nothing. It's just what we're used to as people. At the same time, we got to also realize that normal back in the day was Black people couldn't do Black people things.
This is also very true.
So, normal changes all the time. There is no normal.
What's normal for your generation? Because y'all some weird ass kids. Not you, but just other kids. Not you, but the other kids. They
cancel culture.
Why? I don't understand.
I don't like cancel culture.
Why? Sorry. Couldn't help it.
We cancel a whole lot of things instead of just being like,
is that smoke? It's definitely smoke. You sound like you won't smoke right now.
It really just be, we just be canceling people. It just be doing TikToks, city girls, hot girl summer.
I'll have you're gonna have a medium girl something. I don't know. It's gonna be lukewarm in this bitch. I don't know about hot girl something.
We had a lukewarm summer just an hour or two ago. What
you gonna have a warm girl summer? It ain't doing no hot girl summer. Ain't gonna be no little floozy under my watch. But why y'all cancel? Okay, so that's a good point. When you point out cancel culture. Cause and maybe in my generation, I feel old as hell saying that. In my generation, when people made mistakes, we gave them a little bit of breathing room for them to grow and learn But y'all, it's just like, we cutting it off. There's no room for improvement. This is who you are. You trash. Like, even if whatever event has happened took place 10, 15 years ago, it's like, oh my God, you're a bad person, cancel. But why?
I guess this generation, since we have normalized a lot of things and all been really open about the things we went through, because if you haven't seen, like, you could straight up search up traumatizing events, like people post their trauma. And
yeah, that's true.
Because of that, we are, or not me, because I've got time, but people in this generation, they're more stern when it comes to things that is not cool. Like, they're like, oh, you did this.
But I don't get that, because, and maybe it's different because, like, when I grew up, we had, like, the internet was up and coming. Don't get me wrong, I had Bebo, MySpace, all of that. But it wasn't like my L's that I took that were private, there's, how can I say this? I took L's, like, privately. And it feels like everything that y'all do is, like, public. It's like people will post trauma, post anything before they'll even reach for help. And I don't necessarily know, or I could be having on rose tinted colored glasses or whatever, but I don't recall that being like our immediate thing, like back then. Like when we were growing up, I don't know, like we had technology, given there's obvious differences between then and now, but it's just weird. It feels like y'all can't be kids.
I think that's another reason why it's become so normalized to kind of spread or share our trauma, and why we have such an open community that is more accepting of trauma and all of the new things that be going on, is because we haven't really had the opportunity to do kid things. Like, we haven't had the opportunity to just thrive. And the way we find thriving is finding other people that have gone through similar situations with us. That's why we all post these things and just kind of uplift each other into making things better. But at the same time, I feel like we're just normalizing trauma. And that's kind of...
You feel like y'all just out here trauma bonding?
Like, I really do. Like, that just be like...
And there's good trauma bonding, right? Like there's a sense of relatability with it, right? Where it's like, oh my God, you went through this experience, I went through this experience. Let's first share that experience and then grow from it. Like that sense of trauma bonding, great. But it's like, oh, you got trauma, I got trauma. Let's just stay in this trauma. Like that's trash.
I feel like trauma has become a trend.
I
really
that is profound.
Like it. In all reality, trauma has become a whole trend, because if it's not one person posting about trauma, then it's another person posting about it. And there's nothing wrong with being open to what's happened to us. It's just that there has to be like a limit of what we post.
Yeah, I don't get that, because like I've always like value discretion. Like, don't get me wrong, there's some certain things in my life I post, right? Mm-hmm. But like there's people I can recall literally within this last week of people like literally posting themselves in the hospital, and I never understood that shit. Like where it's like, oh, I'm good or something. Like, for why?
Like,
why?
This why? You did all this for what?
I don't know, man. It's just weird, because in this like clout chasing, that's another huge thing outside of trauma. It's like clout, like Gorilla Glue girl.
I was just about to say like her. She knew, she had it in her mind that when she posted this, it wasn't finna be for no, oh, are you okay type thing. Like,
yeah,
the logical sense was absolutely gone. Now, she could have just took the L silently, but we let somebody really represent a whole month of this year because she wanted to do dumb things. And we let her get money and just thrive off of doing dumb stuff.
Yeah, man. That part, I never understood that. Because if she was your age, she was 14 and mixed up the glues, I would understand.
Even then, I wouldn't understand.
I would understand because y'all kids do dumb shit. But a person that's 40, like, that part never really made sense to me. And even if she legitimately made a mistake, I never understood the point of like her advice at the end of the video. Like, nigga, you the only one who's put Gorilla Glue in your damn head. Why is you telling us like we don't know that shit work? Like, what advice did we get from that? Like that, and then the goofy people after her, because they saw, oh, she got the GoFundMe, she got all this. So now other people one dude put the Gorilla Glue cup or glued the cup on his lip. Another white chick or guy, and I'm not trying to be like, y'all PC or whatever. I don't know if it was a chick or a guy. I don't know. But they basically put the glue in their hair. Like, it's just, I don't understand. Like, this clout chasing stuff is crazy. And I blame our generation. Blame our generation. Because when I think of like clout and people who got famous for just taking L's, like, everybody in my generation can recall Scarlett Takes a Tone. Like, I blame her. Like, I blame her and the coffee table. Because one of them niggas gotta be responsible. One of them niggas gotta be responsible. And I think like that started this trend of like, oh, okay, if I have a L and it's just that funny, then I'll be famous for that. Like, that shit crazy.
There's so much wrong with this generation. Like, I don't understand.
It's your generation.
Right. I know.
You can fix it. You better be the change agent for y'all.
So, with trying to cancel people from doing things that, like, years and years back, they trying to cancel Eminem. Like,
yeah.
And then y'all don't want to cancel who really needs to be canceled. Y'all want to sit here and go be all for people that do actual things that are worth canceling for. And this canceling thing,
what does that mean?
What's that gonna do? It does not resolve none of the situations. If
it's toxic.
Generation is very toxic.
It's toxic. Like, when you cancel a person, like, do y'all keep like is it like posted somewhere? Like, how do you keep track of who's canceled?
I'm guessing the shade room, but at the same time, like, canceling people is not going to do anything because, people have fans. They try to cancel Rihanna too.
Y'all stupid.
That's a prime example. If you are canceling Rihanna, which
y'all
for a dumb reason,
guidance.
y'all need to calm down. It's not that deep. But if y'all gonna cancel somebody, you have to realize they're going to have fans that are A1 day ones, ride to the end. Like, it's not gonna go how you think. So us canceling people is doing nothing except bringing them more attention and more clout that you're trying to keep them from. I don't get that.
Yeah, like them goofy niggas talking about canceling Kirk Franklin. That's never gonna happen. It's never gonna happen. Like, first of all, his son is 33. And based off how his son posted that conversation, I think Kirk Franklin made a very fair assessment of his son's character. That's my take on it. So it's just like, I don't know, like, and who's in charge of the cancels?
Right? Do we just like elect somebody to be cancel president and just?
I think we need a board. I think we need a committee, cancel committee.
Cancel committee.
And if y'all find that shit, I want 10%. I just want 10%.
Just
10% of whatever it is. That's it. I'm not, I'm not that person. But if y'all want smoke, I got it. All the smoke. Okay?
What's another thing can talk about. Oh,
What?
the Black and Asian community.
Oh, tread lightly, lad. Tread lightly.
I feel like there is so much hate towards minorities.
No, there ain't no feeling. That's
stupid.
like,
And I love how history teachers will sit up in this class with a smile on their face and tell you things have gotten so much better.
yeah.
It's just,
It's because for their population, it may have gotten better. But like, and in some parts I feel like, yeah, there is better in there. Like, I'm not gonna say like, oh, it's 100% trash. However, for the whole of Black people, it hasn't. There are good examples, actually plenty of good examples of like how Black people as a whole has like flourished. Like, I personally feel like this is our first thriving generation. But yeah, like, I don't see how things are better if we're still like debating fundamental institutional racism that we have been having the same conversation. Like, I want to say at least since the 80s. Definitely since like Rodney King beating. And that was early 90s. Like, the same conversation on police brutality. Actually, before then, because the movie with Fred Hampton, where he was unifying Blacks, whites, LGBTQ community, like, that was in the 60s, where they were saying, hey, police brutality is like getting kind of crazy. So that's at least what, 50 years of saying the same thing? So how's that better? Like, it's the same shit. Sorry, that's my TED Talk.
but like, just overall, it feels like it's just another minority group being attacked for things. First of all, it's a well-known fact that this coronavirus has been here for a year now. Yes, we had a corona anniversary not too long ago.
Man,
very ghetto.
I miss these streets.
Don't miss these streets too. It's okay.
What streets you was in?
See, you worried about the wrong thing.
The fuck?
But it is not, just because we have this coronavirus, it is not like an open space to go attack Asians. It is not their fault.
Oh.
And for us to continue to
not
treat,
us, them.
Right, not us, but for people of racist groups or just with racist personalities or just whatever problem y'all got. I don't know. Whatever problem they have with all these minorities and trying to attack these different groups, it needs to just stop, because when it's your group, it's a whole different story.
Oh yeah.
And the moment people really get that through their heads, I feel like things will be different. But at the same time, people just don't do people things. So
this is true. Like, they're gonna do whatever they want to do. But it's very sad, like, for minority groups, and us being like double minorities, so Black women and you all the minority groups. No, but no, like, for us being Black women and then Black and Portuguese for you, it's like having that ability to find strength in us being a minority and not hate like ourselves in that space too, because it's like you grow up, well, for me it's like I feel like I had to grow up to be like white, to act white, to like make it, and like that's been the hardest thing for me. And one of the things that contributed to me like creating a podcast is I was just like, I'm Black, like I don't want to act like them, I don't want to like adopt their practices, you know, like. And don't get me wrong, not all, again, in this PC fucking culture. Not saying all white people, but y'all know y'all people. Y'all know y'all cousins, brothers, aunts, uncles, all of them, parents, grandparents. Like y'all know them. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I think it's unfair. Well, shit, what the fuck is fair? Let's talk about that. I think it's unhealthy for like these cycles of this toxic mentality to just continue to birth into like these generations that had no freaking idea of like why shit even started. Like it's just weird. I don't know.
Very weird behavior. And back to what you were saying about feeling like you have to be raised to be white. Like this was a very big problem. It still is a problem, especially for me, because I still gotta go to school and things. But
shout out to school.
No, we don't like them like that.
Whatever.
But anyway, so basically, I remember my mom always wanted me to be in the best schools, which were like predominantly white schools.
Yeah.
And no matter what school I went to, I was always seen as the Black girl. And I developed this kind of just feeling like I never fit in because I was too Black for the white girls. And then when I moved into a predominantly Black school, I was too white for the Black girls.
Really?
And yes, it's a whole issue because you're not enough when you're put in an environment where you feel like you have to fit in. And especially when you keep on traveling between these two environments, it's like, well, if I'm not too white, maybe if I act like them, and then it's like, if I act like them, now I'm not going to be able to fit in. And even now, like, I still struggle with this because, I go back to school later this week.
Yeah.
And I go to a predominantly white school, and this is the first time I've ever been in this school, but I can already see now that it's going to be it's really just going to be this whole like, oh, well, yeah, she acts like this, or she's like this, or she's like that. Oh, can I touch your hair type thing?
Hell no.
No, of course not.
Actually, fuck no. But I want you to understand, like, even when you're in those spaces, just be you. Like, if this group don't like it, that group, the hell with them. Like, at the end of the day, like I always say, Munchkin, you are dope as shit. And like, I don't want you to ever feel like you have to play to either side, your Black side, Portuguese. Like, be authentically whoever Dior is. And I know that that's like a journey because you're like fucking 14. A journey of figuring out like who that is, right? But the parts of you that you know about yourself and the parts of you that you stand for, don't deviate for them damn people. I don't care if they don't like it.
I don't care either. I don't care about it.
Tell them to listen to this episode and rewind to whatever minute this is. Fuck yeah. She's dope. Okay? Just saying. Like for real though. Like, and this is for obviously the cussing part is not for kids. But like that's I hope like parents and like aunts and uncles hear this, like this is what these babies are going through, and we know that feeling. Like I know that feeling going from like I remember going from like Parkway to Hazelwood, and like just the stark contrast of like predominantly white schools versus like a predominantly Black school, and like feeling like I had to be one or the other, and not just fully being myself. You know what I'm saying? And like it's not worth that turmoil, because if you try to appease this group, it's always gonna be a moving target for what they deem is acceptable. But if you just stay where you at, like either they gonna have to come to where you at or keep it moving. Like don't deviate, like be you. They don't like it, tell them kick rocks with flip flops on. On purpose.
Like, and if it's not trying to fit into just the Black or white, I have all these different things, generations and places of minorities that I'm mixed with. It could be the Mexican schools. Let me tell you.
would think you would fit in more.
No.
Really?
I was too black for the Mexican school.
Stop. Stop.
I wasn't
really?
Mexican enough.
You weren't Mexican enough.
Right. I didn't.
Really?
I wasn't Mexican enough. That was the first time I heard that. I was like,
what? Because you weren't fluent? I'm trying to understand. I'm confused.
I don't know. That was you don't act Mexican, so you can't be. I was like,
y'all got a rule book?
What was I supposed to do? I don't understand. And then when I was in Hazelwood Central, child, that was oh, you act white. It's because I can predominantly speak fluent English and can actually speak and talk right, act right. Yeah.
Acting right does not mean white.
Thank you.
Let me say that one more time for the people in the back. Acting right does not mean white. That's it.
I don't understand. And then when I was with white kids, it was always just it's always been a racist thing. I don't know. It's whether, can I touch your hair? Can I play in your hair? Oh, we know how you feel about certain history books. So
the fuck?
Yeah. Let me tell you.
These pseudo white kids we talking about?
Yes. To Kill a Mockingbird. Yes, we were reading that. Lord. And they were like,
we're gonna skip the N-word.
I was the only kid in that class. They were like, some students in here come from a background that's very special. So we cannot say that. And I'm just like,
the fuck does that mean?
I don't know.
A teacher really taught you that?
Yes. And I really sat here
why Dior, you need to start calling me when these teachers start saying goofy shit.
And it's always been a thing. And even when I went to the Mexican school.
Start right here. So, are you interested in changing your career, changing the trajectory of your life? Then you need to check out my website at diamondwilliams.me so I can help you with career coaching, mindset change, and of course, resume revisions. Let me help you flourish. Let me help you get what you need. Let me help you get what you want. I got you. Check me out. Knowledge and Pettiness has the tea on tea. So what is Big Black Tea? Launched in October 2020 during COVID-19, Big Black Tea, a Guy brand, is one of the hottest tea brands in the world, brought to you by Guy, one of the hottest lifestyle brands in the world right now. So why Big Black Tea? Big Black Tea's mission is to ensure that every member of the community and the world has a warm cup of tea to help them heal and recover and find a moment of euphoria. Influencers and leaders such as the CEO of LinkedIn, Melinda Hart, diversity and inclusion activists, and venture capitalists are some of the few leaders who are sipping the tea. So where can you purchase Big Black Tea? At bigblacktea.com. Make sure you use that referral code knowledge.
Always a thing.
That bothers me.
Even in kindergarten, it was a race thing.
God.
Just what am I supposed to do? I didn't even know I was singled out in kindergarten until I realized my teacher was racist, and so was my second grade teacher.
That probably all are.
Yeah.
To single you out for that, that's gonna piss me off in real life.
Just I don't know.
Did your teachers now do that?
No, because
okay,
cool. now, I don't got a filter.
Oh, good job.
So
high five there.
See, I don't have a filter now. And now it's well, how do you feel about slavery? What did your grandparents do? Did they own slaves?
Yes! Ask them. Own up to your part.
Because
ask them.
That's one thing I'm proud to say now is that I don't tolerate it.
Don't.
There's things I don't tolerate. Don't touch my hair. Don't even look at me the wrong way. If you look at me during slavery and history, I'm gonna ask if your parents were white supremacists. It's just a thing. I'll call you out. It's just has to happen.
No. That's no. Hell.
The behavior.
Just FaceTime me next time they do that. Just FaceTime me, please. I would love to talk to your future.
I would love for you too.
I would love to, because I will. Gee, man, look. Talk. Man. Hey, if y'all any teachers that's listening to that, and y'all know that y'all have other colleagues that's doing this goofy shit, call them out on it. Because y'all is itching to catch a fade from somebody parents on the cool. Like, don't single out no black kid about that. What do you think they supposed to feel about it? It was a delightful time. Yeah, I love the jingle of shackles on my grandparents' feet. What the fuck are they gonna... Like, stop. Right.
Gather yourself. Gather, please.
Gather. But no, that's crazy shit. I really found it interesting because I thought you would, like, I really thought, even when, I'm trying to think how to say that. When you were going to go to school out here with me, I was like, oh, okay. Like, you know.
Wasn't they playing Drake?
Oh, they was playing Drake over the intercom. No, they was playing Future. It was 7 o'clock in the morning. And Dior was like, I'm not here for this. Like, this is ghetto.
I was like, I'm not doing this. I'm
like, let me build up how this shit kind of sound. So all of y'all in my generation, 30 and up, y'all know how we used to do the voicemails with the music playing. So like, it went like jumping, something, and then what's up, students? And they did their regular student announcements. I was like, I can't with this. Like, I cannot. Yeah, no. But I thought that because there were a blend of black students and a blend of like Mexican students, I'm like, oh, she should feel at home. That's literally, and I'm not trying to say that in a bad way, but I'm like,
no, I get it.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, there's groups where you can relate to, because I thought about a lot of times when you were in predominantly white schools and what that could have felt like. And I thought being in spaces where it was more people who look like you, you would feel more included. But that's not the case.
Yes, see what had happened was I don't know. And that's I really don't know. It's especially embarrassing when schools try to speak to more colored groups. Like, I felt embarrassed just being in that school because I was just like, I know the principal white. I know. I just know. I can bet.
You know when I felt embarrassed with your school? When they was playing Irish folk music in music class. I felt embarrassed.
That wasn't in music class.
Oh,
that was in freshman studies.
Oh yeah, they was playing like Irish folk music. And I was like, what the fuck is happening here?
I feel, I don't know. Sometimes it be the teachers that be playing rock music at 7 a.m. Like we ain't just wake up. I don't know.
I feel for them teachers though, because I couldn't imagine being a teacher these age where you like on Zoom or whatever, trying to get, you know, a bunch of teenagers who half sleep enthused about life. Like, for real. Like, and you gotta, like, it's different because when y'all actually in school, you can command-ish the classroom. But right now, they gotta go up against, smartphones, Snapchat, TikTok. And they are not that entertaining. I watched them with us. They're just dry as this paint.
I know. It's real upsetting. And I feel like teachers, we don't give enough credit to teachers because, like, I understand that it's hard for them, but at the same time, you cannot sit here and get mad at me because I want to turn in an assignment a little late. Like, I don't got 8 other classes, and like, you ain't gonna turn or submit back my grades 2 weeks later. But just
Wait, define a little bit late.
like 2 hours.
Nah, I would have been like,
See, that's the problem now.
it's promptness over here.
No, because like we have to turn in assignments at 11:59, and we got all 8 classes, and all 8 classes start to have quizzes on the same day, essays on the same day. And my thing is, it's just that where is the same energy at when it comes to giving me back my assignments? Like,
grade my class.
Grade
them. No, like with my students, I grade them within a week. I don't want to hear nothing. But yeah, if they 2 hours past that deadline, your points being deducted. I don't give a damn. Unless you let me know something going on up front, that's another thing. So maybe you need to communicate to your teachers ahead of time.
We do. We be like, we have other classes. They be like, okay, well, we're at an extension. And then as soon as they at the extension, now we get our work a month later.
That's what I'm saying. They trash for that. But no, you gotta communicate early and often. Because my students, y'all will not catch not one break if you are not communicating.
Because y'all college.
Yeah, I teach for undergrad. So yeah, no, I don't care. Like, nope. Like, I care, but I don't. Like, if it's something legitimately going on, then yeah, I give you a break. But just because you couldn't manage time, nope. If I have time to grade these assignments and do everything else on top of all the shit I'm juggling, you better do something. I remember one student that we had an assignment. It was 1 page. One page.
1 page? I can write a page in 2 hours.
Oh, right. 1 page. That he literally, because when they submit their assignments, we can see if like they copied it. He copied the whole page. He didn't mix it up. He didn't change the flow. Like, it's 1 page. You can't type up a page? A page? Double space? 12-inch font? Stop. F. Don't care.
That's
F. Don't care.
like, see, that I can understand. That's just a page. It really do not be taking long to write up a page.
No, it's not that big. It's a kiddie pool.
It really is kiddie pool. But not your glass dirty.
Girl. Yeah, they hella dirty. My glass is dirtier than East Saint right now.
Are your glasses dyed with your hair?
Yeah, you know they can't see this while they listening to it. Yeah, my hair color dyed because I got clear glasses. It dyed. It's groovy looking though.
It is groovy.
A message from my sponsors and shit. Aw, Munchkin.
Man, I gonna miss you, TT.
Who, a real nigga?
Yes.
You act like I'm going somewhere.
I'm going somewhere, okay?
But you gonna be back.
Sure is.
Right. We gonna be out there anyway. You know, in a couple
Out there
months.
in these streets.
In these streets.
Very much so.
We gonna be out here.
Very much so.
I'm just happy that when you gone, I can drink up all my damn Welchers by myself.
If you want me to take the last bottle, just say that.
First of all, I drank it. Now what? Floozy. So I don't drink alcohol anymore, guys. Just from health reasons. I don't like what it does to my body. It's poison. So I've been drinking like the kids section of Welch's wine, and it is hitting. Okay, but I go buy me a nice bottle of my little Welch's red wine. What was you doing? I buy my bottle, and I think after a long day of work, I'm gonna have me a nice drink. And then I go all the way downstairs, and this little floozy child left me a damn swallow a one. Like, I be so mad. Cause it's the fake consideration for me. It's like, drink the whole thing. Don't leave me this swallow. Like, drink the whole thing. It's the fake consideration for me. Like, speak now.
I was trying to be considerate.
Right. No, you was trying to be considerate. Drink it all and let me know. Don't leave me this swallow. That it wasn't even enough to fill a little cup. No. But you got 2 to 3 full cups, didn't you? Yeah. Yeah.
We're not talking about that.
The hell he is. The hell he is. Drinking up all, man. And I had a blush one. I had a rare. Let me count them out. Just so you can know yourself. Know yourself. So I had a raspberry blush one that had like apple juice in there. And then I had the red wine one. I think I had 2 different like rosé types. I have none. I may have gotten out of all 3 of them 1 glass. Because every time I turn around, some little floozy child climbing up the stairs with a cup of bubbly.
See what happened?
No, not at all. Not at all. I was about to go back and drink a regular alcohol just so you could drink it.
That's disrespectful.
You was disrespectful. Now what?
That's still disrespectful.
No, you was disrespectful. Now what? I'm gonna miss you as well too.
Yeah, I know. Floozy.
Oh, you the floozy. I don't have nobody to dance with. AB, he don't really dance like that.
Right, just be breaking out into musical numbers and things.
Man, that Cinderella song still, I keep singing it. You hear me when I'm at work? It be in my head.
You know, the whole, what was the Christmas song? I'm Mr. White Christmas.
I'm Mr. White Christmas. I'm Mr. Snow. I'm Mr. Something. I'm Mr. Timberlake.
Friends call me Snow. Whatever I touch starts to freeze my clutch. I'm too much.
This is what we've been doing for the whole month. This little helper child's been with me.
Just been breaking out to musical numbers, musical dances. It's a vibe.
Yes. You know,
it's a vibe.
I'm just saying the shit. Well, don't say that part, but I'm just dope. Just say that, you know, I just want my TT points. That's it.
Major TT points.
Hey, I'm out chill.
Out chill in the streets.
But little floozy child, I want you to know that you is dope, and you is special, and you is kind, and you is important. Nah, you are. You're such a ray of sunshine.
I try.
Don't try, you are. Ain't no trying. You are. You're gonna do great things. You're so smart and intelligent and petty.
Facts.
I'm so proud of you. Oh, can y'all give her a round of applause because she got all A's?
That 4.0 though.
That 4.0 though.
Yes. You know, I want to get into the colleges and things.
Yes, Lord, because we starting it next year.
Yes, I'm very, very much. So how long is college essays? Like, do you gotta write a page?
Some of them 1,500 words.
That's not even that bad.
No, some 1,500 words, some 500. I think mine was
Ivy League type colleges.
I didn't go to no Ivy League. You might have to ask a friend about that. But, you know, in case y'all haven't looked at the recent statistics, Missouri University of Science and Technology is the #1 public school in the U.S. What school you want to go to?
I want to go to an Ivy League school because I want to study psychology. Yes, you know, big things. We got to figure out how I'm going to get this 4.11 GPA.
What the hell?
Yeah. They require a 4.11 or higher.
That's really?
Yes. You're gonna have to be doing extra credit.
No, I mean, shit, as smart as you are, that's just slight work. Madam, it's slight work.
Yes, it's.
I'm sorry, what is it?
Slight.
Okay. Yeah, we just, whatever school you want to go to, we just need to figure out which one so we could,
I'm probably gonna apply at all the Ivy League schools and just kind of just
ma'am,
shuffle my way.
no problem. You're going to.
Yes, apply at all of them and
get accepted to?
any of them?
All of them. All of them. You're going to get accepted to all of them. And guess how much student debt you gonna have? None. Because you gonna get on a scholarship.
Yes.
And wow them niggas. Because you is smart.
Because it costs a house every single semester.
Huh?
It costs as much as a house every single semester. And I mean like not no small house. I mean like big house.
Well, you ain't gonna have to worry about
$150,000 houses per semester.
And guess who ain't gonna pay that?
Not us.
No, not one. You gonna get on scholarship.
But yeah, I'm gonna do all this extra credit, or not extra credit, but things that look really good. So I might do pageantry, I might do taekwondo, martial arts, a lot of stuff. So that way I can just be like, yeah, I did this,
No,
that.
You want to do stuff with content. Don't just do shit for resume builders. But you
like that stuff seems fun. Like I gotta have something to do. I'd be too bored.
Yeah, because you can't get on my nerve all damn day. No, I think getting into one of those will be really good for you. Just find like 1 or 2 activities, like one outside of school, one in school that like have some leadership, like student council or some shit like that. So you can build your leadership skills, because that's gonna be important when you look at like where you're trying to go long term. You're definitely gonna need some. And I'm not saying like you're not a leader now. Please don't take it that way. But yeah, I think like anything like that will help you just see what it will look like to like manage people and manage the outcomes of those people. It'll be really, really dope for you.
Facts.
And you got a hell of a personality, so I think it'll be dope for you to like share that with the masses. You know?
No, I'm kind of dope or whatever.
On mamas.
But yes, I really gotta start building up this like whole resume thing.
I'm letting you slack off. Well, not necessarily slack off, but you ain't gonna feel no fire till next semester. As a sophomore, then the fun begins. But your freshman year, you're doing a hell of a job. All 3 quarters, 4.0 GPA. That's all I can ask for.
Yeah, sophomore year most definitely gonna be on my A game. This I settled for 3.8 and higher.
No, ma'am, you ain't settling for shit.
No, this like year, I went for 3.8s and higher.
I'm sorry.
But I know this was like the first quarter I was able to get a 4.0 because the other 2 I got 3.8s.
Oh, okay, well,
yeah,
I let it slide.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But as far as sophomore year, yes, A game.
I thought you had 4.0 the other quarters too.
I had a 3.8. I think it was just like I had 7 A's and a B. I couldn't get
that one class.
Right.
Okay.
It was always a hating teacher that had to give me a B, and I was just like, okay.
You're right. My bad.
Yeah. But there will be no hating teachers because I got time.
And if you don't, I will make time for them niggas.
Most definitely.
I will definitely make time for that.
Yes.
Okay.
So aiming for like a 4.1.
All right.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be difficult. I'm gonna try to see all these extra credit things. Oh, I'm going to see what all these extra credit things.
Back in the words of Juvenile 99, back that thing up. It ain't gonna be difficult.
It's gonna be a little challenging because that means I gotta socially.
Say challenging. It ain't gonna be difficult.
Because that means I gotta like be socially present, and you know.
But you can do that.
I don't like these people like that.
Flu's the child. What we talk about?
I know we have to
what?
We have to, just like.
No, that is not what I said.
Okay, well, we have to just be able to put out a social standpoint so that way that way. Yes,
no.
Something.
What I said.
Something about having a social standpoint. So
no, I didn't. What I said is that schools want to see that you have balance, that you are not just book smart, but you can interact with people.
Right. I can.
I know. I know you get peopled out because I do too.
I don't like these people like that. That's the
you
hard part.
ain't even met the people that not like them.
I just know how I am sometimes. And
child, push your mouth.
That's the hard part because I just know how I am.
Well, be touch and go, do what you gotta do, but don't miss out on no opportunity because you feel like you don't like people.
I'm not. I'm gonna do my absolute best.
You damn right you is.
No.
You know my pull-up game is fierce. I'm Kobe in the fourth, in case you haven't realized.
Mm-hmm.
Pull-up game fierce.
But yeah, I plan on doing my absolute hardest, my best to, excel, be a socialite.
Not be a socialite. You're so early.
Yeah,
Be a socialite.
Be a socialite.
Is that what y'all kids say these days?
No.
That's what it sounds like.
No.
That sounds like a Instagram hashtag. Socialite.
No.
Well, I know you're gonna do some phenomenal. And you just drinking it?
No. I heard
Dior.
the flavor was theirs too.
Dior, please get your life. Jesus of Nazareth.
Be like that sometimes.
Please get your life. So guys, this is my little lady.
Don't look at me like you don't just be dancing in the room.
It's not the focal point. This is my little lady who I'm so proud of. And my baby, my booby looby.
Gang gang.
I'm so proud of you, little girl.
This has been another episode of Knowledge and Pettiness, where we are full of knowledge yet equally petty. Thanks for listening.